Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron James is tied for the third most MVP awards all time. He's also tied for the most second-place finishes. Frank Vogel said it's a mistake to go season after season without voting the best player in the league as MVP. LeBron says, I should have more than 4, but I don't cry about it. I bet a lot of the greats feel the same. Kevin?
They probably do, and we certainly know how LeBron feels. David, thank you. And checking out some numbers for Derrick Rose.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And now the Lakers starting group. The two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Russell Westbrook out there with Avery Bradley. And it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward. And for New York, in the forward positions, Barrett and Randall. Emmanuel quickly out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Robinson in at the 5. Count the basket. Davis has got the opening bucket of the night here for the Lakers.
Well, Davis, one of the hardest working and best rebounders in the NBA, showing you great effort that time.
Shot from 12. And it's Rose missing.
And, Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
He gets it in there.
Second.
High percentage look that time from Anthony Davis. And that's one he rarely misses.
Rose against Westbrook. About 1 minute into the first. Outside Rose. Robinson sets a screen for Rose. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And it's quickly missing. When you think about how Derrick Rose has changed, Greg, as a player, you see some of that in almost every facet of his game.
And yeah, over the years, he's tuned his shooting and play style in lots of little ways. But what hasn't changed is his talent for setting guys up. He's got a great eye for when and where to drop the dime.
Here's quickly after the basket by Los Angeles. Back to Randall. Fires the 3. Westbrook pulls it in. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. In the corner, Bradley with it. That's good.
Bradley
so
with the 3.
Up with the assist.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Rose. Here's Rose down to 20 points.
With his bounce and body control, easy to see why Rose is aggressive there.
Lakers lead 9.
Outside Westbrook. Fires the 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The pass to Barrett beyond the arc. It's good from long range. I always think about the first-year players.
The big 3 there. Slow down this Lakers momentum here.
Going on in a rookie's head right during his first few NBA games.
I don't think there's any question about it.
Oh, LeBron got blocked.
Rookies are drinking out of the fire hose. From the time summer league starts and training camp, and now you get into the season, games are coming, new places, new teams, scouting reports, all of that. It can be a bit overwhelming. Regardless of your talent level, every young player has to go through it and figure out how he can best handle the transition.
We're not going to bring local, not going to allow that to go on.
Timeout ball for the Lakers.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Noel's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. Burks, he's checked in for Quickly. And it's Kemba Walker in for Derrick Rose. Monk, the pass to Jordan. Outside for Rondo. Pass to Monk. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers.
Noel with the steal
he's
there.
picked up by Jordan. Burks, the pass to Toppin. Count the bucket.
Oh, on the back.
Coming up as well.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of
8-0
the night.
run by the Knicks.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Detroit Pistons.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Here's Jordan and the
DeAndre Jordan. Noel
You know,
overplayed
Rondo's
it.
a multi-time league assist leader. If you're open, he's getting you to rock.
Walker dishes to Barrett. 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Noel throws it down.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They made a nice push to keep it close.
Now here's Howard. He's gotten some minutes,
Howard
but
with
nothing
the
on the board
dunk.
yet.
There's an example of that strength that Dwight Howard possesses. I love seeing him fight through contact.
Walker in the post, working on Howard. That's going to be out of bounds.
The ball
The Knicks
gets
will retain
knocked into the
possession.
stands by Dwight Howard.
.36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. It's
so
Barrett
far
on the wing from 11 feet away.
Well, you've got to respect Jordan as a shot blocker. He's one of the best in the league. His
Oh,
length
wide
and
open three,
explosiveness
top it.
make him
Three,
a great
no
rim
good
protector.
by the Knicks.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Anthony drives in, lays it up off the glass.
Carmelo Anthony
This
with
is
a
the
nice
kind of
drive
start
there.
they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Walker against Rondo. And Walker kicks to Toppin. No good on the 3. Good if it goes. And that
air
shot
ball.
was up in time, but doesn't go in.
After the first quarter, the Lakers lead
with a
18-12.
6-point lead at the end of the quarter.
Defense
They've
for the
set the
Lakers got
tone. They
started
love their
going
tempo. They're
quickly,
going to be
but
very
Knicks
tough
were
to
able
stop.
make a run
We've got
late in
more
the
in store
first.
for you right after
18-12
this.
after 1.
All right,
Well, an incredible lead for Julius Randle.
It's really just all about just me getting into my shot quick and just, you know, everything with my shot. It starts with my base and my feet, my footwork. And that's really all it is, making sure I have a strong base. I'm using my legs, just getting into my shot with speed. It's always fun to get back to that.
Wow, so interesting, isn't it, to hear that focal point for his shooting?
And people often
Start.
focus on the windup or the release, but it all starts with that foundation
Started in the
in the
second
lower
quarter
body.
here in New York.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well,
Westbrook
they
with
used
the 3
fast
from
break
downtown.
to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys,
defense
it's
for
all
the
about
Knicks is
tempo.
right.
Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Lakers
The
by
pairing
Anthony
up front,
Davis.
Toppin and Randle. Emmanuel quickly out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Barrett at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for New York. Rose comes in for Kemba Walker.
Slow start for
That's the
LeBron
norm
James.
for him.
Has
He's
not got
pretty much
anything going here
automatic
tonight.
when he's at the line.
James, the pass to Davis. And the
Davis
officials
got
call
goaltending there. No foul, but
Just
goaltending.
barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already
Randall
in
got
the air there,
blocked by Anthony
committed, so
Davis on that side
can't
of
fault
the
him for
court.
going for the block.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile 1 block.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Rose. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Derrick Rose.
Rose has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, you look at Rose, and you just love the imagination he brings to his offensive
Oh,
game. You know,
Robinson with the
this
block
guy's
that
constantly
time.
pushing the boundaries of his basketball ability.
Now here's Rose. Following the miss by Anthony Davis.
LeBron
A
with the
slight
rebound.
advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean,
No,
they've
Knicks
done
ball.
exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And so here is New York. 7-point differential. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams
driving on Westbrook.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
Here's Davis, following the score by Derrick Rose. Good.
Anthony Davis.
He's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And you look at the 2021 draft class. Just some unbelievable talent at the time.
I mean, KCM for me probably is the consensus best player, but man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And how about
there? Three got it.
Functions what a modern day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
Westbrook with it. Robinson picks him up.
The Lakers lead.
Pass to Westbrook.
21.
Here's James.
LeBron
doesn't drop.
Still has struggled.
New York will come the other way. Here's Barrett. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up. That's what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
LeBron turns it over.
New York takes possession. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Atlanta Hawks.
And looking at that Nets matchup, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy.
The Knicks have tied this ball game up.
Can happen.
In the second
Down
quarter.
low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
Davis dishes to Westbrook.
Westbrook with a layup underneath.
Reverse. That's now 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And it's quickly missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Now here's Davis, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. It's stolen by Davis. James wide
LeBron.
open, and it's off from three-point range. New York trailing to the paint. Here's quickly, and it's Bradley with the rebound.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially.
Oh, LeBron got charged.
And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
For the Knicks, Nerlens Noel checks in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. And Alec Burks subbed in for Derrick Rose. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. And New York making a change here. Walker's checked in.
Onto the floor for your New York Knicks, Kemba Walker.
1:06 left now here in the second. Pass to quickly. Shot clock at 6. Burks in the corner. Over Rondo. New York, no good that time either. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want
Melo,
to end the quarter.
transition, can't get it. I should give it to Melo
So
sooner.
it's Burks bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 2. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Toppin sets a screen for quickly. No good from 11 feet.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
No good from Jordan.
He had an easy layup.
Howard with the steal. Right side, Jordan. Here's Monk. He makes the Johnny
Monk,
from the left
nice
block.
jump shot there.
Monk's got his first 2 points.
And you got to respect the jumper of Monk.
At the end of the first half here in New York, Lakers score late,
And that's it for the first half of action.
29-25. A
What's been a
thriller
very
so
close
far
game
in
here.
New York.
Los Angeles on top, up by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Alongside Coach Thibodeau. Tibbs, some stuff to clean up What will the points of emphasis be going into the second half?
Better defense. We keep allowing them to get second shots, defensive transition, not challenging their shots properly. So we don't play defense, we can't win.
And we'll see if your guys can stick to the script better in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far. At the bottom of the standings, we've got some teams that are not just way back, they're way far back.
Man, that's far back as our headlines, far back as we go as these reclining seats, far as back as we can remember Shaq being less than 7 feet.
And the Ball brothers are in the building.
Now, looking at that first half of play, Lakers find themselves in a battle.
It's always a positive sign to see assist numbers like this. They're moving the rock with ease and keeping each other happy. It's a brand of unselfish basketball that's fun to watch and play.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Second half of
all right,
basketball.
guys, so here goes
We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first
too early in the first quarter.
And
made
you know
a run.
what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor.
There, three, got it.
Up for the second half. So the Lakers 5 right now.
LeBron James.
The two megastars are the big men, LeBron and David.
Today.
Russell Westbrook out there.
Oh, LeBron got blocked.
In at the 3. Bradley against Quickly. Lakers working the ball around now. That shot a little beyond his
with a 3 from way downtown.
Tucker's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings, knows exactly where the gap is, and finds his teammate perfect.
Now, here is Robinson. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
I can tell.
Rose kicks to Quickly.
7 seconds on the clock.
Here's the teardrop. Avery Bradley pulls it in.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
LeBron James scoreless in this one.
Back to James. Fires from deep. And another 3
LeBron
for the
gets
Lakers.
going with the 3.
Off a hot feed right there, LeBron. Automatic.
New York calls timeout.
Knicks calls timeout after 1
really
minute
making a
in the
difference
third
here.
as the Lakers hit back-to-back threes to open it up again.
In the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior. And checking out some numbers.
They've done a good job of keeping LeBron James from getting started here.
He's averaging 14 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Even though his numbers have been lower than
pop-up jump shot, got it.
His game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are,
Westbrook with the drive. Westbrook really
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
In the reverse, in the first half, that was it.
Rose scanning the floor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, timeout.
He's got 8. And no matter what they've tried,
we're getting drove on because we're just not closing gaps here.
32.
Kemba Walker is checked in for Rose. The Lakers also with a sub. Reeves is checked in. Lakers leading by 5.
Gets free t-shirts.
James finds Westbrook.
Westbrook 3. Can't get to LeBron with the rebound. Puts it back.
And he gets the bucket. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low.
LeBron James got a good block there.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. A different look for New York. Obi Toppin's checked in for Robinson, and it's Burks in for Quickly, and stolen by LeBron. And the pass to Horton Tucker. Back to Westbrook. Kicks it out to James. Driving inside. Second shot opportunity, and Davis gets it to go.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass really badly in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Westbrook with the rebound.
Can't get it to go. Another shot, and LeBron James has got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers.
Over the third
not
quarter.
Hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in
14-4 run.
No passes to Walker.
The Lakers lead by 11.
1:53 left here in the third quarter. Back to Randall. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And one thing that separates Randall from other guys,
LeBron hits the 3, and the Lakers have exploded in the third quarter.
Going either direction.
Barrett the pass to Burks. And here's Randall. James covering. Now Barrett. Back to Randall. To the inside.
Oh, that.
And Randall throws it down.
Yeah, I think the train has left the station in regards to Walker ever being able to live this shoot-first reputation down. But as we see here, this is a guy who can make some spectacular passes.
From deep,
LeBron hits the 3. LeBron James has gotten on
got
fire here in the third quarter.
In the second half. And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Akeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, it is tough to stop.
Randall got called for the charge.
Julius Randall.
That's his first personal.
That's his first foul.
LeBron James with the big block
and be willing
on
to
Kemba
absorb
Walker.
the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And the Knicks making a change here. Noel's checked in. Now here's Jordan. A second chance effort. He lays it in.
Jordan with the basket.
Jordan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Monk kicks to Anthony.
Miller couldn't get the shot to fall.
And so it's
LeBron James kicked it up a notch in the third quarter. Lakers with a 17-point
from
lead.
three-point range that quarter.
King James takes over his third here in Madison Square Garden.
We'll be right back.
Your Knicks City Dancer.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right
here we
there.
Start of the fourth quarter.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Emmanuel quickly out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's Nerlens Noel. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Robinson in a block spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now, here's Monk after R.J. Barrett's miss. Let's go. And he can't bank that one in. Knicks trail by 17. Outside Rose.
Knicks need to get something going.
Noel, a screen on Rondo. Rose with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up.
Howard with
Excellent
a
timing
big
by
dunk.
Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
We have clamped at the pressure defensively.
Here's Monk. And then
Malik Monk at the jam.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And the Knicks with possession here. after the basket by the
Barrett
Lakers. And
has
Barrett
been on
gets
fire
it to
from
go.
downtown.
Knows how to run a team, guys, and facilitate accordingly. Rose makes those around him better.
The drive by Rondo. That one, no good. Rose with some nice D. Barrett wide open. He fires. It's good.
Barrett,
this time the assist
back-to-back
from
shots by Barrett. Barrett's been automatic from range here today.
In the game.
14-point lead for the Lakers, though. Timeout. 3:39 left in the fourth.
Timeout, Los Angeles. Who wants a t-shirt?
Julius Randle's checked in for the Knicks. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. LeBron comes in for Dwight Howard. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Malik Monk. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's LeBron following the score by Derrick Rose.
That's correct.
Rose against Westbrook. 5 on the clock. Here's Davis. And it's good.
Anthony Davis somehow, someway got that to
and the
bounce
Lakers
in.
lead by 14.
I'm sorry, that's
That was a bad
down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. In the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul.
First personal. Second team foul.
Now, quickly.
Get Barrett rolling. Barrett's been hitting some big shots here.
From deep. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Westbrook finds Bradley. James outside. And here is Anthony. Over Randall. Again, Los Angeles.
Nothing you can do about Carmelo there.
Jumps out
In
of
his
Anthony
spot,
because he's got
Lakers
the
have shot,
ultimate
wow,
green light.
57%
And because
from
of
the
that
field
freedom,
this entire game.
he's a
Both teams
dangerous
shooting the
guy
ball
on the
pretty
ground.
average throughout the first and second half of the game.
And
now, the moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
In the first half,
And he's
57%
provided
from the
them with
floor.
a major mismatch on that low block.
Oh, Anthony
They've
Davis
been
with the
able to
jam.
lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Here's Barrett following the bucket by the Lakers. And Walker kicks to quickly. Shot clock at 5. Tried to bank it in,
Davis
but he
with
missed
the
it.
rebound.
And so it's
Missing
Davis
a lot of
putting
shots
the
here.
ball up for the Lakers. The drive by LeBron.
Oh, LeBron
James
James
throws it down.
throws it down.
Well, just relish and
20-point
cherish what
lead.
you're watching tonight, folks. LeBron James going off. We are witnessing greatness.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And I love what they accomplished here tonight. Made the plays they had to, and that's why they'll go up 1-0 in their season
LeBron.
series against the Knicks.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys.
for LeBron here
and
in
look
the
at the
second
stats,
half.
just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and he was relentless.
LeBron with the
Nonstop
block.
energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Now here's LeBron following the miss by Julius Randle. Over Barrett. James misses.
So good there.
Knicks on
Less
offense.
than a minute to play here in New York. It's been all Los
And
Angeles
it's
Lakers
Walker
in this one.
penetrating. It's deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And a new group in for the Knicks.
Knicks
Noel
fought very
checked in
well.
for
They
Robinson.
did in the game through the
Toppin
first
comes
half of
in for
play.
Randall. Wayne Selden's checked in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Burks in for Quickly. Walker the pass to Selden. The tray. The Lakers with the rebound.
And the Lakers go for 3 in a row here.
Pass to Jordan. To the right side. Here's Horton Tucker. Goes up the baseline. Goes back up. And Jordan with the nice inside
puts it back in.
And they came in
65-43 your final after leading as much as 10 in the first half. The Lakers second half dominant.
Very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the
defense
exit.
steps up. LeBron James
this one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans
takes over this
for
game.
something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just
Anthony
rolled.
Davis started strong.
They made
Westbrook
it
started
look
strong.
really easy. What an
Just made the
efficient
shot for LeBron.
performance
He's so
at
much
both ends.
easier.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, where did you try to make the most impact tonight?
Just trying to limit those guys to one shot. They have a really big team, so keeping them off the board. But, you know, setting screens and rolling, putting pressure on those guys. Our guys are shooting the basketball, so it really opened it up for easy looks.
That is how you can impact the game without touching the ball, DeAndre. Thank you. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
What a game by the Lakers. LeBron James. LeBron James was 0 for 3 from the field, no points in the first. 13 points in the third quarter alone. And LeBron James had a phenomenal game. 17 points. Anthony Davis 14, 10 for Westbrook. Tucker shot the ball, hit 1 3. DeAndre Jordan 6 points. Carl Anthony Carmelo hit 4. Monk had 4. Bradley hit a 3. Dwight Howard hit 2. What a game. Great way is we get 3 in a row after going down 2 straight to 2 back.